Intro. How does communication affect an organization? Effective communication within an organization, no matter what position he or she is in, helps each individual complete their tasks effectively and ultimately achieving one harmonious goal. The purpose of this research is to prove that communication takes a big role in improving productivity. Without proper communication, employees will not have enough information to complete a task or project effectively, which further results in poor job being done. In order to increase productivity, we believe the best way would be through improved management communication. The one aspect that big businesses lack is communication with their employees. An effective way of communication is a crucial point in running a successful business. Building that relationship with your manager would give you a sense of where they are coming from and the needs and wants of the business. This causes workers to be more willing to come to work and do a better job at it, which correlates to quicker distribution rates and results in more revenue if the product sells. Review of literature. Formulating a strong communication within the company, having interpersonal skills will influence frontline managers to create a well-developed team. And promoting happiness in an organization has much to do with increasing productivity in the company and improving overall employees' workability. Promoting happiness amongst one another will produce an environment where everyone is working sufficiently. When employees are happy and cheerful, they tend to make better choices in a work environment. A study shows when companies are open-minded and willing to learn effective communications, they are likely to risk against their competitions. Companies cannot run a successful business if there are no communications between supervisors and employees. When businesses are in a planning stage, they need to work together as a team and implement different strategies to avoid possible issues they may run into. Working as a team to identify potential problems and finding resourceful solutions will create efficiency in the organization. This will also maximize labor hours. Productivity will arise because the company will run into fewer issues when executing a plan. The ability for managers to have interpersonal and communication skills is highly effective when working with his or her associates. For managers, being able to interact and having a strong professional bond with his or her employees will create a better workflow. For example, having a manager that does not have social skills will tend to make associates feel less motivated to do their job. Employees need a manager that can delegate and be diligent at the same time. Managers show care to one's work will subconsciously motivate them to work productively and exceed expectations for each task or job. Having interpersonal skills helps managers learn more about their associates on a personal note. This can help managers figure out what are the associates' goals and how they can help achieve this goal. When managers can communicate and interact with their associates, it makes the workplace more aligned. As managers, setting a positive vibe in the workplace will enhance an employee's potential to strive during work hours. When organizations promote happiness in the company, associates will start their job feeling great and not feel as if it is just a job to them. There's a saying, when people are happy, customers are happy. When employees are happy and ready to work, they give it their all to make the customers happy. When customers are happy, sales increase for the company. Everyone knows that Chick-fil-A offers exceptional customer service and it brings customers longing to be back for the next time. Chick-fil-A, master the art of bringing joy to all their employees and making them feel motivated to exceed company standard when dealing with customer service. Most companies do not focus on making their employees happy. They would rather focus on the sales and profits. Sales come from buyers and workers needing to satisfy the customer's needs. If employees come to work depressed, they will not want to work and not be productive. Customers can sense when an employee is not happy and ready to work. If it continues, then customers will most likely not return, and this will lead to lower sales and upsetting leaders. Setting an environment where employees are constantly feeling appreciated and valued will develop better work habits and customer service. Employees feel the happiness when supervisors acknowledge their hard work. This motivates them to continue working with passion and intensity. When the entire team comes in working with a purpose and feeling superb, the workflow will run smoothly and sales will increase. With every successful company lies a strong workforce. And with the increasing competition between organizations, overloading work seems to be an increase in order to keep up with the competition. Although competition benefits companies' business growth, it can also be bad for the business. People do not realize that in order to keep up with other businesses, longer work hours with less pay may be in effect due to having to hire more workers to keep up. This affects workplace spirituality, as people's motives tend to be lost due to the fact that they care more about the competitor than keeping their workers happy. Amal Alaf brings up the point that with longer work hours and heavy workloads, employees suffer from stress and anxiety, causing poor work performance, poor family interaction, and several physical issues. This is what ultimately leads to the downpour of a company, as the effect it had on this person can be contagious throughout the entire workforce. With more people not willing to do the work because of their overall health, this can affect the pace of which products are made or distributed. For example, I decided to look up the worst companies to work for and see how the workplace spirituality affects a company. I saw ranked at number 1 was Forever 21. They made accusations that the workers were being forced to not take their lunch and instead stay in the store and work, as well as not giving them overtime hours for working longer even after their shift was done. Something like this can be both physically and mentally draining to a person, as you can see is morally wrong. Forever 21 is paying for it as if they have reported over $40 million in loss and was reported on December 15, 2017. This just goes to show that sometimes the hidden gem of a company's success is in their workforce.
Our group interviewed 2 general managers, Stephanie Lau and Omar Lopez, 1 area coach of operation, Ji Chang, and 1 vice president, San Huyn. We asked 6 of the same questions for each person. The very first question we asked was, do you believe in effective communication and how can it improve productivity? Stephanie shares that she must set clear goals for each associate to manage their improvement by using an action plan. G, on the other hand, shares that he must set clear expectations with the company's projected goals to maintain connection with a follow-up after important meeting. With this, associates or team members understand the clear directions they are headed in, are able to identify their goals, and are able to make necessary steps to create the desired result. For the second question, we asked, how does creating happiness in the workplace improve an employee's engagement? Stephanie strongly believes when an employee is happy, their positivity towards work will be genuine. She believes creating happiness in the workplace ultimately brings a positive environment. He believes that cultivating a culture of teamwork is a necessary task to bring success to any company. Omar elaborates his point by noting that happiness is contagious and spreads like a wildfire. And San Huyn mentions that keeping her team members happy is an essential policy in the company. Huyn asserts that creating a friendly environment encourages her workers to be more functional and active in contributing to creative solutions and ideas. For the third question we asked, do you believe interpersonal skill is needed when managing a team. Stephanie responded by commenting on how important interpersonal skills are crucial in managing a team. She explained further how reading people's external emotions and behaviors are key to properly addressing certain situations. She said without it, it would be very difficult to engage people into a state of positive growth and success within the workplace. San Juan believes that interpersonal skills are indeed necessary for a manager to lead a team, especially when the business is in its primary growing stage. Omar responded by saying, a bartender must learn to interact with the people he or she serves and must be able to notice specific social cues to attract customers, ultimately earning their loyalty. For the fourth question, we asked what's a communication skill you use to keep in touch with your employees. Some communication skills they shared are getting to know the associates on a personal level by relating to their own personal activities outside of work and shows natural interest. Also, having one on one conversations and proper communications between employees and managers. The fifth question is, do you notice an improvement in the workflow when managers have a strong engagement with his or her team? Everyone also agreed that they see an improvement in workflow when managers have a strong engagement with his or her team because it encourages employees to be unified and work together as one. For the very last question, we asked, how do you keep your employees happy and feel motivated to work? Stephanie shares that she keeps her associates happy by rewarding them. She acknowledges employees' hard work while challenging them to achieving further heights within their work environment. And Omar recognizes his employee as people rather than his workers, creates a deeper relationship between them. We surveyed 50 employees aged 20 to 50. They are employees working at a restaurant, bank, or retail. They are working at a different position, such as staff, supervisors, and managers. Each participant is asked 5 questions regarding the importance of communication and productivity. For question 1, creating happiness at work increases productivity. We asked participants to rate their answer from scale highly agree, agree to strongly disagree. We found that 82% agrees or highly agrees that if employees are happy, treated well at work, they are more productive. Next, 84% believe that close interaction between upper level management and employees help an organization achieve their goals more effectively. We found that communication between managers and employees is extremely important. Managers play a crucial role in conveying the organizational goal and vision to the lower levels. Communication from managers is a channel to help transmit important information to employees, enable employees to understand what managers and the organization as a whole. From there, they act and work according to the entire organization purpose. As for the third question, we asked if they think if communication matters or not because each department functions independently and does not interfere with each other. In contrast of what we got from the previous question, we received 16% disagree and 80% disagree. We draw to a conclusion that even though each department has their own purpose, they do cooperate effective with each other to achieve the same goal. With that being said, communication is the main channel between all departments. whether it's finance, operating, or marketing, to coordinate harmoniously and to deliver the best organizational outcome. Next, we give out a statement and ask participants their level of agreement. The more information each member has, the more confident and efficient he or she is to complete a task. 92% indicated that they agree or strongly agree with that statement. The more information employees receives, the better they do their job. Information also needs to be relayed immediately and accurately in order for employees to get the job done effectively. Last but not least, we ask if effective communication helps clarify expectations and set goals for employees and supervisors. We found that majority of participants understand what needs to be done since they were clearly informed that what upper level expects from them. Several interviewees indicated that their managers closely interact and follow up with the task regularly and make corrective action promptly. In conclusion, from the 5 questions asked, only a small percentage of participants does not take communication as a serious matter. We found that they are mostly employees who perform simple daily tasks that does not change frequently or that their job does not require close interaction with other people or outside factors. In contrast, most upper level management, such as supervisors and managers, agree that communication plays a crucial role in managing in general. To be a good leader, it is necessary to have a good communication skills. To communicate effectively means to update information effectively and accurately and to make sure that the involved personnel receives all the necessary information to carry a task. It is also to create a friendly environment between managers and employees, ultimately to encourage everyone within the organization to contribute the best that he or she has.
Effective communication within an organization helps everyone to effectively achieve the goals of the company. Without practical intercommunication, it becomes difficult to accomplish tasks and meet important deadlines. Workers are more likely to do a better job and be happy about their job if there is better communication in the workplace. By surveying 50 people on their opinions of communication in the workplace, we were able to determine its value it holds in an organization. 80% of the people that we surveyed strongly disagreed with the statement that communication does not matter because each department is separate. Not one person agreed with this statement, which conclusively shows how important interdepartmental communication is. We have found that it is important even from the very beginning, planning stage of a business, is to find a secure strategy for effective communication. Another interesting result of our research was the crucial role of happiness in a business setting. We found that there is a direct correlation between employee happiness and sales. We then interviewed 4 different people with varying positions in each organization about their thoughts on communication in the workplace. They explained to us the importance of communication and how it helps them in their jobs. They also stressed the importance of interpersonal skills in every level of the company. Overall, they underlined the importance of constant communication. Many things can change quickly in a business, and it is important that people are aware of an ever-changing environment and can understand, communicate, and react in an orderly fashion. Communication truly benefits everyone in every level to work more effectively and to be content in their jobs.